Well, it is time now for Theme Thursday at 3. And we're going to celebrate the life of Kenny Rogers. He was an American singer, songwriter, actor, record producer, and entrepreneur. He was elected to the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2013. Rogers was particularly popular with country audiences, but also charted more than 120 hit singles across various music genres and topped the country and pop album charts for more than 200 individual weeks in the U.S. alone. He sold over 100 million records worldwide during his lifetime, making him one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Kenny Rogers was a founding member of the group The First Edition, with whom he scored his first major hit in 1967. And Norm played that the other day. I heard him play that, just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. That was a psychedelic rock song, which peaked at number 5. Their next hit had a much more country feel. It was 1969's Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. Here's Kenny Rogers and The First Edition.
You've painted up your lips and rolled and curled your tinted hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere? Shadow on the wall tells me the sun is going down. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. It wasn't me that started that old crazy Asian war, but I was proud to go into my patriotic chore. And yes, it's true that I'm not the man I used to be. Oh, Ruby, I still need some company. It's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed. And the wants and the needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize. But it won't be long, I've heard them say, until I'm not around. Take your love to town. She's leaving now, 'cause I just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before. And if I could move, I'd get my gun and put her in the ground. Take your love to town. Oh, for God's sakes, turn around. I'll write myself a simple song, get the whole world to sing along. Call it a love song for you. And who knows, I'm liable to take a song from the Bible. And then when I'm through, I'll just sing love lifted me. Love Everybody's looking for a way to say something nobody said, but that's hard to do. They're searching their mind, trying to find a one-of-a-kind way that they could say something new. And I just say, love, let me. Love, let me. When I was down and out, you know, love, let me. Love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else would do, you know, love lifted me. Love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else would do, you know, love lifted me.
Well, the band broke up in 1975-76. Rogers embarked on a long and successful solo career. The album Love Lifted Me was his first solo album. It was released in 1976. This is Rogers' first solo effort following the breakup of the first edition earlier that year. The album was a minor success. It reached 28 on the country charts. 3 singles were released from the album, including the title track, a 1912 gospel hymn, which hit number 19 on the U.S. country chart, and it did cross over to the U.S. Hot 100. It was a moderate hit at number 97 it reached. That was Kenny Rogers and Love Lifted Me. Well, in 1977, Kenny gained real stardom with the single Lucille. It reached number 1 on the country charts in both the U.S. and Canada, and number 5 on the U.S. Hot 100. It also blew open his solo career in the U.K., reaching number 1 there. Here's Kenny Rogers, Lucille.
Bar in Toledo, across from the depot, on a bar stool she took off her ring. I thought I'd get closer, so I walked on over. I sat down and asked her her name. When the drinks finally hit her, she said, I'm no quitter, but I finally quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter, and here ever after, I'm after whatever the other life brings. In the mirror I saw him, and I closely watched him. I thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman who sat there beside me. He had a strange look on his face. The big hands were calloused, he looked like a mountain. For a minute I thought I was dead. But he started shaking, his big heart was breaking. He turned to the woman and said, you picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. With 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times, but this time breakfast, I ordered more whiskey. I thought how she'd made him look small. From the lights of the bar room to a rented hotel room, we walked without talking at all. She was a beauty, but when she came to me, she must have thought I'd lost my mind. I couldn't hold her, 'cause the words that he told her kept coming back time after time. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucy, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times, but this time you're hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. With 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. Words couldn't hold her. I found out I couldn't control her. She left me for something I couldn't give. Now I live my life still loving her, but I go through life not having her. I wasn't man enough for my woman. Days spent in fear, 'cause the night was drawing near. No matter how hard I tried, it wasn't there. I can't blame her for going. She fell in love not knowing I wasn't man enough for my woman.
I Wasn't Man Enough was another track from the same album as Lucille, and it does make appearances on some of Rogers' greatest hits compilations in years to come. The next song was The Gambler. Well, it's not the next song, but it's the next song on my list. It was written by Don Schlitz. The song was recorded by several artists, including Johnny Cash. But it was Kenny Rogers who made the song a mainstream success. His version in 1978 was a #1 country hit, made its way to number 16 on the pop charts at a time when country songs rarely crossed over. It became his signature song and won him a Grammy in 1980. It was selected in 2018 for preservation in the National Recording Registry by the Library of Congress. He would develop the gambler persona into a character for a successful series of television films, starting with 1980's Emmy-nominated Kenny Rogers as The Gambler. Meanwhile, the album itself reached many markets around the world, such as the Far East and Jamaica. Rogers later commented, "When I go to Korea or Hong Kong, people say, 'Ah, The Gambler.'" Here's Kenny Rogers.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
The Gambler lives in infamy. This is a great theme Thursday, if I do say so myself. I just love Kenny Rogers' music.
Vince Gill carried on two Grand Ole Opry traditions on Saturday night in Nashville. The Hall of Famer and Opry member joined Brad Paisley and Marty Stewart to keep the circle unbroken. They also honored a country music legend. Kenny Rogers died less than 24 hours before the three men took the stage in front of an empty Grand Ole Opry house. That's how the Opry will proceed in the short term, as it's going to take much more than the coronavirus to interrupt a streak of 4,916 straight Saturday night broadcasts. I'm Billy Dukes with Taste of Country, and thumbs up this video if music is helping you get through this difficult time. We promise to keep bringing you more of it during the shutdown. Vince, Marty, and Brad sat on stools at least 6 feet apart to trade stories and songs with little more than acoustic guitars in hand on Saturday. They were all impacted by Rogers' life and hit hard by the news that he died at home in Georgia the previous night. Here's a little bit of Paisley's in-the-moment response from Instagram earlier that day.
Like things are right when I know they're wrong. Nobody sings a love song quite like you.
Sweet Music Man is the song he's singing in the video. It's also the song Vince chose to honor Rogers on Saturday night in Nashville.
Sweet music man, you travel the world with a 6-piece band that does for you.
Sweet Music Man is a song Rogers wrote himself to include on his Daytime Friends album from 1977. It'd become a top 10 hit later that year, and later get covered by Reba McEntire. Gil was singing it back to him, as if the gambler's soul was in the audience, watching and humming along. It was almost too much.
So sing your song, sweet music man. You're making your living doing one-night stands that prove to you they don't need you.
Nobody sings a love song quite like you do. Nobody else can make me sing along.
I wouldn't listen, and I couldn't see, and all I have left now are words you said to me. Sing your song, sweet music man. 'Cause I won't be there to hold your hand like I used to. I'm through with you. You're a hell of a singer and a powerful man, but you surround yourself with people who demand so little of you. You touched my soul with your beautiful song. You even had me singing along right with you. You said I need you. Then you changed the words and added harmony, and you sang the song you had written for me to someone new. Nobody sings a love song quite like you do, and nobody else can make me sing along, and nobody else can make me feel that things are right when I know they're wrong. Nobody sings a love song quite like you. Sing your song, sweet music man. You travel the world with a six-piece band that does for you what you ask them to. And you try to stay young, but the songs you sung to so many people have all begun to come back on you. Sing your song, sad music man. You're making your living doing one-night stands. They're through with you. They don't need you. You're still a hell of a singer, but a broken man. But you'll keep on looking for one last friend to sing to. Nobody sings a love song quite like you do, and nobody else can make me sing along, and nobody else can make me feel that things are right when they're wrong with a song. Nobody sings a love song quite like you. So sing your song, sweet music man. I believe in you.
From 1977, written and recorded by Kenny Rogers, Sweet Music Man. Well, this next song, Kenny Rogers was reaching the peak of his career in 1979, and She Believes in Me became one of his biggest crossover hits late in the spring of that year. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Country Singles chart, number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Here's Kenny Rogers, She Believes in Me.
She
lay sleeping. I stay out late at night and play my songs. And sometimes all the nights can be so long. And it's good when I finally make it home, all alone, while she lays dreaming. I try to get undressed without the light, and quietly she says, "How was your night?" And I come to her and say it was all right, and I hold her tight. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I will find a way, while she lays waiting. I stumble to the kitchen for a bite. Then I see my old guitar in the night, just waiting for me like a secret friend. And there's no end while she lays crying. I fumble with a melody or two, then I'm torn between the things that I should do. Then she says to wake her up when I am through. God, her love is true. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I will find a way, while she lays, while she waits for me. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He had never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, but folks just called him Yellow. Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now, it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. There's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, the Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky, and there was 3 of them. Tommy opened up the door, saw his Becky crying. The torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace and took down his daddy's picture. As his tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now, it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. The Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked into the bar room. One of them got up and met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." But you could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back, he let 'em have it all. When Tommy left the barroom, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for Becky," as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, "I promised your dad not to do the things you've done. I'll walk away from trouble when I can. Now please don't think I'm weak, I didn't turn the other cheek. And Papa, I sure hope you understand. Sometimes you gotta fight when you're a man." Everyone considered him the coward of the county.
It became a major crossover hit. It topped the Billboard Country chart, reached number 3 on the Hot 100 chart. That's Coward of the County. That song inspired a 1981 television movie of the same name. And incidentally, it was a top 10 hit in numerous other countries worldwide, topping the chart in Canada, the UK, and Ireland, where it stayed at number 1 for 6 consecutive weeks. Yep, everybody loved the Coward of the County and the story about Tommy. There was a little bit of a controversy with that song. Kenny Rogers didn't write that one, but the writer apparently had some kind of an incident with Larry Gatlin of the Gatlin Brothers band, and there was some kind of an incident there, but I think the success of the song kind of pretty much overshadowed all of that. Kenny Rogers' career included several successful collaborations, including duets with singers Dolly Parton, Sheena Easton, and a songwriting partnership with Lionel Richie. And this one with Dottie West and Kenny Rogers. Yeah, they had several albums, I think. But this song, Every Time Two Fools Collide, it reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart. And it established Rogers and West as a popular male-female duo pairing in country music. And I got a Facebook message from Yvonne Corey, and she said Chuck was really looking forward to this today because especially, well, who doesn't? I mean, seriously, it's Kenny Rogers. But apparently, Dottie West, back in the 70s, gave a concert at the Keister High School. The JCs sponsored the event, and Chuck was a JC back then. And he was backstage wearing his vest, and Dottie West autographed the vest. And so he really wanted to hear this particular song. It's Every Time Two Fools Collide. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles Chart. It's Kenny Rogers and Dottie West.
Them mine. And now we don't know just where to draw the line. How can love survive if we keep choosing sides? Picks up the pieces every time two fools collide.
You lay the blame on me, and I the blame on you. But why do we keep finding fault in everything we do? And how long can we keep right and wrong so cut and dry? And who picks up the pieces every time two fools collide?
Save our love. We still have the time.
Oh, I know there must be a way that we still haven't tried
To keep our hearts from breaking every time two fools collide. To keep our hearts from breaking every time two fools collide.
Every time two fools collide, that one goes out to Chuck, who's listening, and he got to meet Dottie West and has the autograph vest to prove it.
All my life was a paper, once plain, pure, and white, till you moved with your pen, changing moods now and then, till the balance was right. Then you added some music, every note was in place, and anybody could see all the changes in me by the look on my face. And you decorated my life, created a world where dreams are apart.
by painting your love all over my heart. You decorated my life. Like a rhyme with no reason in an unfinished song. There was no harmony, life meant nothing to me until you came along and brought out the colors. What a gentle surprise. Now I'm able to see all the things life can be, shining soft in your eyes. And you decorated my life, created a world where dreams are apart. By painting your love all over my heart. You decorated my life. When I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on. You do something to me that I can't explain. Hold me closer and I feel no pain. Every beat of my heart, something going on. Tender love is blind. It requires a dedication. All this love we feel needs no conversation. We ride it together, making love with each other. Islands in the stream.
1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It reached number 1 on the country chart. It was a massive worldwide hit, reaching number 1 in multiple countries and charting in others known around the globe. Another one of his collaborating partners through the years, Dolly Parton. Dolly did give a tearful tribute to Kenny Rogers. Turn up your radio because I can't put this up very high. Here's Dolly.
Well, I couldn't believe it this morning when I got up and turned on the TV, checking to see what the coronavirus was doing. And they told me that my friend and singing partner, Kenny Rogers, had passed away. And I know that we all know Kenny's in a better place than we are today. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be talking to God sometime today, if he ain't already. And he's going to be asking him to spread some light on a bunch of this darkness going on here. But I loved Kenny with all my heart, and my heart's broken, and a big old chunk of it has gone with him today. And I think that I can speak for all his family, his friends and fans when I say that I will always love you. Just happened to have this picture when I walked out this morning of us. I walked out and I thought, well, maybe I'll hold that up to everybody. So I know you're sad as I am, but God bless you, Kenny. Fly high, straight to the arms of God. And to the rest of you, keep the faith.
I can't remember when you weren't there, when I didn't care for anyone but you. I swear we've been through everything there is. Can't imagine anything we've missed. Can't imagine anything the two of us can't do. Through the years, you've never let me down. You've turned my life around. The sweetest days I found with you. Through the years, I've never been afraid. I've loved the life we've made, and I'm so glad I stayed right here with you through the years. I can't remember what I used to do, who I trusted, who I listened to before. I swear you've taught me everything I know. Can't imagine needing someone so. But through the years it seems to me I need you more and more. Through the years, through all the good and bad, I know how much we had. I've always been so glad to be with you. Through the years, it's better every day. You've kissed my tears away. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you through the years. Through the years when everything went wrong, together we were strong. I know that I belong right here with you. Through the years, I never had a doubt we'd always work things out. I've learned what life's about by loving you through the years. know it's late. I know you're weary. And I know your plans don't include me. Still here we are, both of us lonely, longing for shelter from all that we see. Why should we worry? No one will care, girl. Look at the stars now, so far away. We've got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? We've got tonight, babe. Why don't you stay?
Deep in my soul, I feel so lonely. All of my hopes faded away. I long for love like everyone else does. I know I keep searching after today.
So there it is, girl. We've got it all now.
And here we are, babe. What do you say?
We've got tonight.
Who needs tomorrow? We got tonight, babe. Why don't we stay?
I know it's late and I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me.
Both of us lonely. Both of us lonely.
We got tonight.
Who needs tomorrow?
Let's make it last.
Let's find a way.
Turn out the light.
Oh, come tonight. We got tonight, babe. Why don't we stay? We got tonight, babe. Why don't we stay?
Another one of his singing partners, that was Sheena Easton. That soared to number 1 on the country charts, number 2 on the adult contemporary chart, and number 6 on the Hot 100.
Just look at you sitting there. You never looked better than tonight, and it'd be so easy to tell you I'd stay, like I've done so many times.
I was so sure this would be the night. You closed the door and wanted to stay with me, and it'd be so easy to tell you I'd stay, like I've done so many times.
Don't fall in love with a dreamer, 'cause he'll always take you in just when you think you've really changed him. He'll
now it's morning and the phone rings, and you say you've gotta get your things together. You just gotta leave before you change your mind.
And if you knew what I was thinking, girl, I'd turn around. If you'd just ask me one more time. Don't fall in love with a dreamer,
'Cause he'll always take you in
just when you think you've really changed him, he'll leave you again. Don't fall in love with a dreamer, 'cause he'll break you every time.
Oh, put out the light.
And just hold on before we say goodbye. Before we say goodbye.
Oh, yeah, that's a great song. That was Kim Carnes. That was a great hit for them. I just can't stop. If anyone hates this, give me a call and tell me. If you love it, tell my boss. You know how that goes. I'm going to just pop in another Kenny Rogers song. I've just got a couple more to go, and then we will call it a day. Here is the song Lady.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore. You have gone and made me such a fool. I'm so lost in your love. And oh, we belong together. Won't you believe in my song? Lady, for so many years I thought I'd never find you. You have come into my life and made me whole. Forever, let me wake to see you each and every morning. Let me hear you whisper softly in my ear. In my eyes, I see no one else but you. There's no other love like I love. And yes, oh yes, I'll always want you near me. I've waited for you for so long. Lady, your love's the only love I need. I want you to be. 'Cause my love, there's something I want you to know. You're the love of my life. You're my lady.
That song was one of his collaborations with Lionel Richie, and it was written and produced by Lionel Richie. He released that in 1980. It was one of Kenny Rogers' biggest hits. Rogers once told an interviewer the idea was that Lionel would come from R&B, I'd come from country, and we'd meet somewhere in pop. And so that was a huge hit, by the way. Number one on the Billboard Hot 100, number one on the country chart, number one on the adult contemporary, and it was a worldwide hit back in 1980. Well, I told you that Kenny Rogers and Anne Murray did record a song together, and it's called If I Ever Fall in Love Again. Kenny Rogers, Anne Murray.
I know you're everything that I've been looking for, and I look into your eyes and could not ask for more.
So it's only fair to lay it on the line. Hold on, I'm gonna need a little time.
But if I ever fall in love again, sometime when this broken heart can mend, I know it's gonna be with you. You're the one to pull me through, though I don't know when. If I ever fall in love again,
I'm scared to fly, it's such a long way down. And yet, if you just trust in me, I'm sure I'll come around.
and I know when you're hurt, it's hard to let someone inside. In your arms I feel I'm ready now to try. If I ever fall in love again, sometime when this broken heart can mend, I know it's gonna be with you. You're the one to pull me through, though I don't know when. If I ever fall in love again, you're the best thing in my life, but I know I gotta take it slow. I know it's gonna be with you. You're the one to pull me through, though I don't know when. If I ever fall in love again, if I ever fall in love again.
Kenny Rogers and Anne Murray. He did some great duets. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Kenny Rogers' fame and career spanned multiple genres: jazz, folk, pop, rock, and country. He remade his career and was one of the most successful crossover artists of all time. On March 20th, Rogers died under hospice care at his home in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Incidentally, March 20th was my birthday, and ironically, he lived in Sandy Springs. Just saying, I might remember this one. And with this, I'm going to wrap up Theme Thursday and Kenny Rogers.
If I close my eyes, it doesn't hurt quite so bad. 'Cause tonight I just lost the best friend I ever had. You were a maverick, running all the way from New Orleans. We'd tell stories round the campfire late at night, when it was down to just you and me. You have to go just when I was getting to know you. I'll sing the song to show you were a good friend. They don't make them quite like you, and in my memory you'll always be a good, good friend to me. Said I got a homeboy, haven't seen it for so long. Said I'm going home, boy, my work is done, I can feel it in my bones. Have to go just when I was getting to know you. I'll sing the song to show you were a good friend. They don't make them quite like you, and in my memory you'll always be a good, good friend to me. When I was getting to know you, I'll sing this song to show you were a good friend. They don't make them quite like you, and in my memory you'll always be a good friend to me. And in my memory you'll always be a good, good friend to me.